What's on YouTube? Welcome back. So in this video we're going to be doing a room tour and review of the Flash Hotel in Benidorm. So we are here on our balcony. We've got a lovely view out. Not a lot of sunshine, but it's January and the sun's behind us and it's low, but we'll come to that in the end. So let's go from the start. So as you come in, you put your key card in, and that gives you the lights and the aircon and the light. Can we just sort this gimbal out? Gimbal. Whee! There we go. So as you come in, on your left hand side, you've got plenty of storage space, like really good. There's a safe deposit box if you want, but I think you've got to rent that. It's like €5 a day or something. More storage, hangers. And up here was a blanket and 2 pillows. Go into the kitchen. God's sake. We're coming into the bathroom. So we've got a nice little walk-in shower. Plenty of room in there. The only awkward thing is the door only opens inward. So when you get in, you kind of have to like edge around the door to get in, and then shut yourself in, and then you've got nice big space in here then with some complimentary gel shampoo. It's not a bad shower, it was pretty good. And they left a couple of towels. This is actually our second day here now. So we've slept in it once, but housekeeping has been, and they've done a nice job. So there's a little sign here, and I'll show you the sign. And it's just saying, like, you know, to avoid waste, if you want toothpaste, shampoo and things like that, tissues, needle and thread or a comb, ask at reception and they can help you. So that's good. There's a little foot bin, there's a little stool and a mirror and a hair dryer. So if you want to do your hair and makeup and things, that's your place. We've got toilet and bidet, but overall it's a really nice, good sized bathroom, not kitchen, good sized bathroom, and it looks nice and it's really presentable, so done a good job. So as we come into the room, on your left there's an adjoining door, so if you've got a bigger party, obviously you can share with them. There's some luggage space which we've just kind of put our stuff out. There's a kettle which when we arrived I heard it clicking and it was on, so I've turned it off, but we haven't used the kettle. But there's teas and coffees and things there if you want some. There's a TV, and before you ask, it does have British channels, so you just got to cycle through the channels. There's a fridge which we've already stocked up with a few little bits. So fridge is included, which is good. A couple of chairs, and then we'll turn around to the bed. So you've got, again, loads and loads of space. You can see, you know, you're not crammed in. There's a nice space either side of the bed, and there's some really nice lighting. So there's a light bar that runs behind the bed as well. Plugs either side, little table, and so we slept in the bed last night, and I've had worse. It's not, you know, it's not the spongiest, but it's not bad. You can't complain about it. But there was extra pillows which, you know, the housekeeping have put aside and put back on the bed, so they haven't actually taken them away. I've been in a hotel before where I had an extra pillow out because I needed it, and the housekeeping put it away. So I'm like, no, I want that pillow. But obviously all Spanish beds come with the one long pillow. I'm like, why do they do that? It really annoys me. I like the cold side of the pillow, so I like to be able to flip my pillow around. You know, I can't be the only one. Tell me, do you like the cold side of the pillow? Leave it in the comments. Are you the same as me? And then we've got a balcony, so I'll show you the balcony, and what I'll do is I'll put the price up of what we paid. So we're here for 4 nights. We're half board, which has breakfast, and a choice of either lunch or tea slash dinner, whatever you want to call it. I know everyone calls it different, lunch or dinner in the evening, you know, but you can choose. So you can either go to breakfast and lunch or breakfast and dinner tea, which is good, and the options are slightly different. So we had a look at the lunch yesterday, and there was a few different things then on in the evening, but mostly was the same. So if you wanted to go to lunch and go out for the evening, not have to wait around for tea, you can, and that's that's included in your half board. So that was good. So what I'll do now is I'll spin you around and we'll go and have a look on the balcony. So they've got these curtains up on your balcony so you can shut it off, because in the evening you get a little light that comes on. And oh, actually I'm going to pull that with my other arm, my good arm. So we've got nice balcony, good size. You know, you can fit your 2 adults and your 2 chairs. If you want to bring your other chairs out, you could probably fit the other 2 chairs out here. But we've got a lovely balcony, and then I'd say there's a nice light that comes on in the evening. So most of you who's been to Benidorm will know the balconies are all lit up in the evening. And then we've got a view. So you can pay extra and get a partial sea view. I think it's like €70 a day. I'll find out in a second, but we didn't bother. We weren't that worried about it, and actually I feel like we're probably better off, because the pool side, so the sea view side is also right at the top of the strip. And if you watched our other apartment video, you'll know it was really loud until like 4 o'clock in the morning. So that is not something we wanted. So I'm glad that we're this side. But actually, when you look at the view, we've got a lovely view. So you can see the flashes, pools and an area. The sun's just gone in. So the poor people that were sunbathing can't anymore. And if you look up here, if I zoom in, this is the Pelicanos, what was used for the Solana in Benidorm. And right there, on the end of my finger, is the beach, the sea bar, the pool bar, Matteo's pool bar, and then that corner there is where they filmed in Benidorm. So if you knew that they were filming, you could come here, stay in these rooms. That's better. See, as for lunch, you come here, see them filming over there, and all right, you're not going to get a super zoomed in view, but you'd get a view of it. So let me know, what do you think of the rooms here? We're pretty impressed. As I say, there's plenty of space in there. The air conditioning, I'll show you the aircon. So I'm guessing some of you might know this. You can tell us if you do. The aircon has heating and cooling, but the cooling doesn't work. Now, we don't really need it because it's cold in the evening, so we haven't been too worried about it. We thought, see how it goes for the night, and then if we was sweating our tits off in the night, we'd ask them to either fix it or move. But it was fine. In fact, we were cold, so that's probably why it's on heating. But you get your AC built in, and you've got the little dial here. However, you go left for heating, right for cooling, and there's a sign there to tell you what it is, and then you can adjust your thermostat yourself. Obviously, you just need your key card in the room. So yeah, we've put it back on heating now, because we put it on cool because it was hot when we arrived. But now we're here, we've kind of adjusted and acclimatized a little bit, so we're fine. But let me know, did they switch it to heating only in the winter? Probably, because we needed it on a bit last night, actually, because the beds only come with a thin blanket. Let me show you. I'm going to ruin the bed now, look. So it's just a thin blanket, there's not a duvet, and there is a sheet as well. So it's not like a proper duvet like you'd expect in the UK, I guess, but with the heating on tonight, hopefully it'll be a lot nicer. But slept fine, no problem. So let me know, have you been here, or are you thinking about staying here? We were really pleasantly surprised, actually, so no complaints for us. Let's say, I think I've put the price up, but I don't. I'll put it up again. power of editing. There, probably. Yeah, we'd probably stay here again. No complaints. Let me know what you think down below, and don't forget, thanks for watching. Like, drop me a comment, and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Take care, guys.